Hello and welcome to Wingin It. So it's Wingspan open time once again. We are here with game 3 from our second round matchup against Volziman. So yeah, if you have not seen games 1 and 2 already, I would recommend you check those out before we get started here. But yeah, we've got game 3 of this best of 5, so the ask is pretty simple. Win and we are through. So that's going to be the goal, as with every game that we play here. But going second here, we've got a starting hand to look at, and it's not an amazing starting hand, but not a terrible one either. Kind of similar here, I think, to that game 1 starting hand, where we've got a food generating forest bird, a kind of mediocre hunting power for the wetlands, and the falconer bonus card as well. So that might be what we're going to go with. We'll have a look at our opponent. They've only kept 1 bird, so probably not a great start for them if you only keep your 1. Tray is looking interesting, and the feed is also looking interesting. Hummingbird and nuthatch. I'd imagine they're going to take one of those or the other, but there's no real way of knowing which one it's going to be. But I'd kind of assume maybe hummingbird. Fits with a lot of those Enaralgos in particular. And yeah, the feeder, well, it's got worms. So if we do go for this tanager, we're going to need to grab 1 worm at least before we get this bird down and start getting some food. So I'm thinking this and falconer again. So it's a bit deja vu all over again. Going back to game 1 again. But I think this is going to be the play, and yeah, grab a worm, play the tanager, get food, play the Merganser. I mean, I think if the nuthatch is there, I think that's how game 1 started as well, was me grabbing a nuthatch to add to, I think it was the grosbeak in that case. But hey, it worked out well that game. Maybe Merganser can do a good black skimmer impression and get some good caches as this game goes on. But yeah, I think that's going to be how it is. We'll submit our choices, and yeah, if I don't know, I've got to decide if the hummingbird is there. Do I go for that? Because that's not a bad way of getting the extra food for the tanager and also getting some eggs as well. And I wouldn't have to rely on it solely for food, knowing that I've got a good forest bird here to get down as well. So yeah, we might have a decision to make, but we might have a decision made for us, and we do have a decision made for us. Sort of made for us, because we've got a ring-billed gull, which is definitely a nice wetland bird to get. And I think I will take that. Because there's a good chance that they don't have a nice wetland bird. So I think this, I could easily go for both of these two. I think the flexible food is good because I'm going to be getting some worms and cherries here. They can be used for the wild food, but equally, if this hummingbird is going to get used quite a bit, being able to make the most of that extra food and get these 2 wetland birds down, I think this could be a good start. This could be a pretty quick start. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much our opponent is going to use this hummingbird, but it does entirely depend what that other bird they have in hand is, because this could be a full tuck. If it's a bush tit or something, it could be something like that. But they are going wetland hummingbirds, so yeah, I would imagine we're going to get quite a bit of action from that for sure. So we're going to take the worm. We're going to get this tanager down. And yeah, I don't know. I could have taken the nuthatch there. I definitely could have done. But I didn't. So the question is, do I take it now and try and focus on getting that down? Have I got enough turns? Let's think about this. So get the nuthatch. I can pick up nuthatch, play tanager, lay eggs. Assume that I've got a free food by then from the hummingbird, play nuthatch. I then still have 2 turns left. I can then get food and play a ring-billed gull. I want to have something down in the wetlands ready for the next round. And that would work. But equally, I think I can focus on getting 2 wetland birds down. I think I'd rather do that. Because to be honest, I mean, they might take the nuthatch, but they might take the hawfinch as well. I think that's a better forest bird for them to be looking at. But for me in this situation, hawfinch not necessarily working quite so well. I think just with the food cost, but yeah, they've not taken either. Oh, they played the canvasback. Okay, so they're going full on dig here. Hummingbird and canvasback. It's kind of interesting for both of those to go in the wetlands, but hey, they're going to see a heck of a lot of cards by doing that. So, you know, fair enough. Definitely going to be helping them with that extra card draw. But canvasback's going to help me as well. You know, they're going to give me a card and a food when they draw. I don't mind that. So yeah, laying eggs there. I know I'm going to need to lay eggs to get these birds down. I'd rather wait. You know, let them give me a card, and maybe that's a good card, so I can pick specific food when I do take this forest action. But maybe I can chuck it and grab an extra food instead. So it just gives me options just by being patient there. And yeah, like I say, I need to get some eggs down if I'm going to play 2 birds. But equally, for this end of round goal, might be one to keep an eye on. So they have taken the nuthatch. I thought they would be tempted by the hawfinch. But yeah, I suppose it's a bit cheaper. They can definitely get it down. So, I wonder if they didn't use the canvasback, or is this a weird Wingspan thing? Yeah, it's giving me the card afterwards. Well, it's probably not one I'd want to play anyway, but I would have much preferred. I think that might be a mistake in the digital implementation. I think you should be able to get the canvasback card before the hummingbird food, because who knows, maybe I'd pick up a great card and I'd want to select the food. Certainly if you were playing over the board, you'd get the card first. But I'm splitting hairs here. It's really not that big of a deal. I think we will get rid of hermit thrush. I don't think that's going to help us here. I'd rather get a little bit of extra food, and hopefully, yeah, there we go. We can take plenty of food, and yeah, I think I want to get these guys down, and just start digging myself, because this is going to give me some good card access. The girl in particular is going to be nice, tuck and draw, so we're getting points and we're getting card cycle. Merganser, as I said, if it can do a really good black skimmer impression, and get some good caches as we go on in this game, I'm going to be happy with that. So we might get a few points there, but yeah, I suppose, are they going to try and win the end of round goal? They probably could, because they could play the nuthatch and then lay eggs twice on it. It's a bit slow, but if it's for the point swing, you know, that is quite a significant point swing to be doing that. So certainly wouldn't blame them. But I think for me, I'd rather prioritise the wetland development here, knowing that I'm going first next round. Let myself draw, but they are giving extra food again. So they already taken. I think they have. I'll take a seed. And we get another card. And it's a fish crow. Well. That's a very good card. I like to see that. Does that change my plan? Do I? I think I still want to get... I definitely want to still get this ring-billed gull down, so I could probably safely play that. But yeah, this fish crow... I might be tempted into saving the fish from the Merganser. I'd use that on the fish crow, but yeah, we'll see. There might be a decision to make, but yeah. If I can dig for a little bit, I think maybe and rely on some extra free cards from the canvas back, I might be able to find a good grassland bird, because yeah, fish crow on its own, not amazing here, because I do already have pretty good food access in the forest, especially being able to discard some of these extra cards I'm going to be drawing. But yeah, I think having fish crow kind of in reserve, ready for when you want to do that sort of grasslands pivot, once you do find something else good to play there, it's not a bad option to have. So yeah, this is definitely a speedy start, and definitely being facilitated a bit, Sparrowhawk, by what my opponent is kind of throwing at me here with the canvas back and the hummingbird. So yeah, Sparrowhawk's good. Obviously, doesn't cost any food. I wonder if they've maybe found a raven, considering the food that they've got in their hand, and the fact they've not played this nuthatch and they've gone to the Sparrowhawk instead. But yeah, this is good. Doesn't cost any food. You get a tuck. I think they'll probably lay eggs on that. So we will play the Merganser, because yeah, I wanna be able to dig. I want to be able to dig a bit, and then, you know, if I spend a few turns drawing cards, I can always go back to the feeder once, get the fish crow food, and go from there. So yeah, this smells raveny. This smells very raveny. But I might be wrong. But this is one of those things where when you played the game enough, you kind of have a bit of a sixth sense. So yeah, they have laid eggs. We're going to do the same, because it does tie us at the end of round, and we can go into the next round ready to draw cards. And I think I saw a sandal crane, which I might have to get rid of, because if they do indeed have the raven, I don't want them to have that, because that's quite scary. So do I want this little bitten? Probably not. Do I want this little owl? Probably not. So let's go from the deck. Screech owl, perfectly fine with falconer. Do not mind that. So yeah, we'll deny the crane here. Come on, Merganser. Can you do a good black skimmer impression? Yes, you can. 2 fish. Well, you're not a gannet, so you tried your hardest. But we only get 1 of those. But that's fine. Ooh, barn swallow. Ouch. That's not what you want to see come up in place of the sandhill crane. So, man, that's well, whether they've got raven or not, that's a really good bird to be picking up. So I think they will be nabbing that, and absolutely, if they leave that, I'm going to be nabbing it. So don't you worry about that. But yeah, this is okay. I think I want to dig a little bit more. You know, not really found the amazing grassland bird yet to add to this fish crow. Yeah, there we go. Barn swallow gone. There's always a little slither of hope that you think, oh, maybe they're going to leave it. Maybe they don't see it, or maybe they're going to rush this raven down. But yeah, you kind of always know, I think, in the back of your mind that it is going to be gone. But that's fine. I reckon they're going to. Yeah, I did think they were going to use the hummingbird there, presumably to get the worm, and then they can play both. Oh no, they took a fish. Well, that's annoying, because I wanted a fish. I wanted a fish for my fish crow. It's a bit sad. Well, I'll take a worm. That's okay. So we've got another hunting bird. Oh, we're going to get another free card. Grey horned owl. We're getting... What was it? We had... I think it was in the last game. We had loads of falconer points. So we could be on for another one here with this grey horned owl. And look at all those rodents in the feeder as well. But I think that willet could be nice. Again, another cheap hunting power. So yeah, we will go... I think we'll go 2 off the top first. Blue-eared warbler. Right, come on, Merganser. Nah, so you need a few more dice. This could not be terrible, because if we do play the screech owl, that could be 7 points. And I think we're going to have a lot of good birds to play here, to the point where we could actually just start getting birds down, and not worry about drawing for a bit. And that's always a nice position to be in. So hopefully no rule 16 this time. Definitely not if they have a raven. We're okay there. But yeah, we can just start playing birds. It's always nice when you have a good supply of cards in your hand, and all of them are good to play. You know, these are all gonna either hit the bonus card or be worth lots of points, or both for this Greyhound Owl. So yeah, I think we've got enough to kind of be busying ourselves with here. And maybe, I suppose, I was going to say maybe we can compete for the end of round, but with that Barn Swallow, that's going to be a little bit more tricky. So I think I'm going to play the Screech Owl here, and then we'll go for food. And hopefully we can start getting the food for these nice big point birds, and of course this fish crow as well. So we'll do that. 2 birds in the forest. Maybe that Screech Owl can get some hunts as well from its own brown power, but the points are already really strong. You know, we've already got some big point birds down, and some good bonus card points. So this is a good start. This is definitely a good start. And yeah, as I said, this flycatcher, either flycatcher or warbler can be the second grass and bird. But to be honest, my forest is good enough for now that I can keep. I think I can keep just getting food. I think while the rodents are there, I might just grab all of those and not worry about the fish crowfish. But it's not a raven. It's not a raven, so we can breathe a little bit more easily. Surprised they're not taking that gnatcatcher then, if they don't have raven. But I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm going to take some rodents. We're going to see, can the Screech Owl get a hunt? Yes, it can. Very nice. And we even get food from the tanager as well. So let's take a worm here. Yeah, happy with that. And then I can even go back next turn. I can go for the fish. I can get another worm and a cherry. And then I can really start thinking about getting these birds down. But yeah, I think I can just get food here. I think I can just get food and play these birds. All of these birds are perfectly playable in this kind of situation. So yeah, I'm happy to just keep getting food, see if this Screech Owl keeps getting some points. But otherwise, just sort of slap some of these lovely big point birds down, get some points on the board. Because I think that's where our opponent is maybe lacking a little bit. Obviously, they've helped me out a lot with the free canvas back cards or the hummingbird food, but yeah, this barn swallow is going to be good for them. Okay, so there goes the nuthatch. So yeah, that's their forest sort of started as well. We're going to take the fish and the worm, as I said. Just make sure that I read the tanager power correctly. Screech Owl. Oh, come on. I guarantee now, next time when I use the Megans, it's going to roll all rodents, because that's just how Wingspan works, but never mind. See, that never happens when you have Gannet. When you have Gannet, you never roll 3 fish. Only when you have Screech Owl, but never mind. It's already got 1, so I think it's already overperforming. This is always my advice with these hunting powers, is go in with low expectations. And you'll never be disappointed, because they're always going to exceed those expectations. So, yeah, in this case, definitely, they're all going to be played really for the bonus card points. This Willet as well, for a cheap bird to get down. But yeah, it's otherwise just, like I say, a few points, a couple more from the bonus card. That's what you like to see. So, got a couple more rodents in the feeder, so I might go for food again. Although, it would mean I can't use the tanager power, so less than ideal. Okay, what order do I play these in? Let's think about this a bit more carefully. I think Willet's going to be good. Just to get some extra cards. I think probably these two are both going to end up in the grasslands, because you look at these Enderal goals, you want to get birds in the grasslands. I think this can be my third forest bird. But I think for now, yeah, those in the grasslands are going to be fine. So, Enderal goal is out of sight, but that's fine. We'll play our blue-winged warbler, and then I think we'll follow up with the fish crow next. So, yeah, these points, man, we're going to be on like 40-something points at the end of the second round. But as I said, this is what happens. This is what happens when your opponent gives you lots of stuff, free cards and free food. It just saves you turns, and like I've managed to get a good forest set up. I've got loads of food in the supply, loads of good birds to be thinking about playing. So yeah, this is definitely a good position for me to be in. So yeah, I think we'll get fish crow down next, and then we can think about doing willet. We can maybe think about laying eggs to get the last rodent or an extra worm or something. But yeah, I don't think I'm really, to be honest, going to need to use the fish crow power too much because my forest is pretty good at the moment. So American kestrel, so they're going hunting powers themselves as well, which is fair enough. I imagine they'll look to lay some eggs at some point. I might go willet first. I might go willet first here. I think if something good does come up in the tray, I want to be able to get an efficient turn drawing card. So we'll do that. So not worry about the end of round, but yeah, we'll get that down. And yeah, I might play Flycatcher because this is actually a good point. I think a lot of people look at these kind of birds as just late game point bombs, and that's their only use case. But actually, I think these can be really useful in the mid game to save you a bit of turns that you would otherwise have to spend laying eggs. So, I've already got 3 cavity nests down. So with this last egg I've got, if I play this, I then get 3 eggs back. So, laying eggs is not a great action for me here. Obviously, with the fish crow down, I'd be only getting 2 eggs and a food. So yeah, if I play this and kind of use those eggs, not really see them as points, but see them as ways to play birds or discard eggs to get extra cards. That's kind of, I guess, a good way of looking at them. But yeah, we lose that end of round goal, which is a shame. But yeah, wasn't a whole lot I could do about that one, unfortunately. We're going to a fresh new round, and we've got a fresh new tray with some pretty subpar birds. I mean, to be fair, that Montague's Harrier does hit Falconer. Does hit Falconer. They took the Chetty's Warbler, so they will be looking at this end of round goal, I would imagine. That might be quite a smart little play. But yeah, do we go for cards here? I think I'm inclined to stick with what I was thinking before, which was we have got good birds to play. Just play them. Just get them down. So I think, yeah, I would very much like them to reset this feeder a bit. But otherwise, I think I can just focus on doing my own thing here. So we will play the fish crow. We're going to throw everything that I said about playing Flycatcher out the window. But I think I might still get it down this round. So yeah, this fish crow just gives me a bit of flexibility. I think, as I said, gaining food is still probably the best way for me to get food through the forest using that action rather than the fish crow. But the advantage of the fish crow, of course, is that you can pick any food you want. So if the feed is not looking great, you've got a bit more flexibility there. So I think we'll lay eggs here. And we'll get to the final rodent that we want, and we'll play the Horned Owl. But equally, I might go cards next. I kind of have half got my eye on that American Oyster Catcher as a way of getting some more cards, and potentially, if it does tie the end of round, could work. But I think they might have more wetland birds up their sleeve. I think with these fish they're keeping hold of, yeah, I would be kind of thinking some kind of extra wetland bird is going to come down. That'd be the worm I'm guessing they're looking for that Chetty's warbler. So yes, they have gone for that. So let's go cards now. Let's go cards now. Second guessing myself. No, I think I want to go cards because extra cards. I'm going to play this war now. Extra cards can get turned into food, so I don't mind that. White Stork, Gold Crest. Okay, I'm glad I drew cards. Very glad I drew cards. So Willet, Mist, Maganza. Can always rely on Maganza. What do we not want here? Probably the Gold Crest. Probably the Gold Crest I don't want. Common Swift. Not sure how amazingly useful that's going to be, but yeah, White Stork's going to be nice. Can definitely play that. Probably. Oh, it's probably going to be next round. I think I play the Horned Owl here and get food and then lay eggs. And then play the Stork at the start of next round. And then the end game is probably going to be lay eggs a few times, play Woodpecker, and then play this Flycatcher. And I will use it in the late game point bomb sense. As just a way of getting the points, getting that extra grass and bird out. Yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see what the Woodpecker bonus card gives us as well. That might give us a little bit of a steer, a little bit of guidance into that final round of maybe a certain bird comes up with a White Stork and it fits the bonus card that we get, and there might be some decisions to make to kind of squeeze those last few points out of this setup. All right, well they've taken my fish, so that's a bit rude, but we'll still play the Horned Owl. And actually, I could lay eggs. I'll see what they do. I think they might have some kind of double play, or at least I think they might play 2 wetland birds here. But I'm thinking I could lay eggs and play the Woodpecker. Lay eggs, get a worm, play the Woodpecker, and that would get me 4 birds in the forest for the end of round. But if they do play the Chetty's Warbler and another wetland bird, then we're going to lose that anyway. So okay, so they played the Warbler. I was kind of hoping they were going to play the other bird first, but I wonder if it's Puffin or something. I wonder if it's Puffin. So do I lay eggs and get a worm in anticipation of the possibility? I think I do, because I think the thing is I'm going to have to lay eggs. Even if I get food now, I'm going to have to lay eggs before I play the Stork, because I don't have eggs. So let's lay eggs now. Take a worm. And yeah. If Woodpecker ties the end around, we'll play it. If not, we'll get food, play the White Stork next. And then go from there. And sort of proceed as I was saying. Lay eggs a few times, get the Woodpecker and the Flycatcher down. I think we should be able to get a good amount of food when we do go to the forest. But then, of course, we do have this Fish Crow to kind of get the last few remnants of whatever it is. Probably mostly worms that we're going to need for these two. So, but yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about how this game's going. Probably, I think we can win the last in a round goal. I think we can win the last in a round goal. So, lose 2, win 1, tie 1, not bad. Bonus cards are good. Loads of big point birds down. And we still got a White Stork to play and another bonus card potentially to see. So, yeah, Omnivore would be good. Rodentologist would be good. Plenty of good ones. Plenty of good ones to be finding. So, yeah, hopes are high, I think, for getting a good bonus card there. But I'm kind of smelling a Puffin. I mean, my Raven senses were off earlier, but maybe the Puffin senses are what's really working for me this game. But we will see. I think it has to be some kind of wetland bird with all those fish. I don't think you'd go to the bird feeder repeatedly, and every time get fish. If you didn't have something like a puffin or, you know, king rail, woodstalk, those kind of birds that do need the fish and of course get you lots of points and a bonus class. So puffin senses are off, but ibis is the one. So we're gonna proceed, as I said, not worry about playing this cockaded woodpecker yet. We're gonna go for food, hopefully get a fish. No. Not to be. Okay, we'll take worms. As I said, worms are good. Come on, horned owl, very nice. Come on, screech owl, less nice. Take another worm. So that's okay. Yeah, as I said, lose the end round, but not a problem. We go into this final round looking pretty strong. Oh, do we take that spoonbill? I think probably not. I think we focus on what we were going to do. So do I go? Yeah. Let's think this through. If I play white stork, that costs me... it's going to cost me 4 food. I might not be able to afford all of these. Because that's going to be 4 food. That's going to be another 2. Yeah. It's kind of annoying. Unless I could do flycatcher, eggs, get a fish, play the white stork. I miss out on an egg with the flycatcher, but actually no, because I could just. Why do I play the flycatcher first? I just lay eggs now. Yeah. I'll miss out on a stork card. I can go eggs, stork, woodpecker, flycatcher. I think I can do those. Or maybe I have to lay eggs again before I play both those two. But I think I can do this all. So let's do that. I'm not going to worry about using the stork for getting some big point birds. I'm just going to play it for the big points it gets itself. So yeah, already on 71. That's going to get us a load more. And as I said, these two combined should get us a good number more. Hopefully as well. Hopefully the end of round, we should be able to do that. Maybe they take that house wren. And use that as a kind of double play, but who knows? I mean, maybe they might want to draw cards. I can't remember how much they drew before, but and I'm just thinking if they do use the hummingbird and give me another food, that kind of alleviates a bit of the pressure here in terms of getting everything down. But I think it would be okay either way. To be honest with you. But yeah, we're going to be good. We're going to be good here. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Late game. Get these birds down, lay some eggs. Let's see what we get from the bonus card. I think our opponent's probably going to have to do some real big plays. To drag this back in because, yeah, as I said, not really got the points on the board. They've got points from the end of round goals, but not a huge number of points down on the board itself. So it looks like they're laying eggs. I think they're laying eggs. They are laying eggs. We're going to play the white stork. And then, yeah. Lay eggs ourselves. I'm just thinking, I mean, it actually doesn't matter because I could play the flycatcher now, I lose an egg from the woodpecker, but I get an extra egg when I lay eggs. Because I got 4 instead of 3. So the sequence here, not super important. And I think it's probably unlikely that I'm going to get anything better to play from the white stork than these two. Are they just egg spamming? They might just be egg spamming and seeing what this kestrel can do for them. Oh no, they did pick up the spoonbill, so they'll probably go for cards. Go for food. There we go. Yeah, let's Alright, well, that was weird. My PC just randomly crashed in the middle of the game. Hopefully, that didn't lose the recording. I guess we'll see. But yeah, we have this tray from the White Stalk. Don't think any of these are worth grabbing. So hopefully it's not going to crash this time. I think we're good. Okay, let's take the worm that we were going to take. All right, there we go. Let's just let my opponent know. But yeah, I mean, if you're watching this, clearly the recording is fine. But that gave me a bit of a scare because this has been a pretty good game. I don't want to lose this recording. I want to be able to show this to you guys. I want to be able to share this because it's been a fun one. So yeah, fingers crossed. That we don't get another crash here. But as I was saying, I think I was saying anyway. Easy last 2 turns. Play Woodpecker, play Flycatcher. Hope we don't get Oologist because that'd be really annoying with not enough turns to actually score points off it. But definitely, Ecologist would be great. Something like Diet Specialist would be great. What else? Like Forester, we get some points from Wetland Scientist. Fishery Man, there's loads. I think there's a lot of really good bonus cards. Even maybe a couple of the nest ones, like Nest Box Builder, at least would be okay. But yeah, definitely Spoodles. Okay, they've gone for food, probably to try and get this Spoodle down. We're gonna play Woodpecker. Let's see what bonus card it's gonna be. Ouch. Ouch, indeed. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Woodpecker bugged. My PC crashed, and then the Woodpecker bugged and didn't give me a bonus card. I'll blame it on the game, but yeah, that's a little bit annoying. I think my chances were pretty good, as I said. Lots of good bonus cards there, so shame to get a couple there that I wasn't going to meet, but it's all good. We're going to play this Flycatcher. We're going to get, 4 eggs from it. So it's a 6-point play, and we get 7 from the end of round. So mid-90s, we'll take it. Well, I'm kind of assuming 7 from the end of round anyway. Yeah, they're getting food again. So I think they're focusing on the bonus card gamble themselves. At least we did take Platform Builder away from them. That would have been a good one for them to get. So let's play this Flycatcher. Stop messing about. Get the 3 eggs. And yeah, there we go. 88, and we're going to get the 7. So pretty solid game, I think. Yeah, I don't think their board is gonna have enough points to match what I've managed. But again, bulk on a bonus card. I've had quite a few really good games with this bonus card recently, where I'm getting 8, 10, 12 points from it. It's such a good card to keep because I think you've got a good balance of cards that meet this, where you've got some that are cheap and only cost 1 food and get you a few points, but also some big point bombs. And I've got both those down here. So we do win the end of round goal, and we're going to go here into the final score. So yeah, as I said, I think this should be a win here. We are going to have a bit of a lead there from the bird cards. That is a big lead, actually. 61 bird points. Didn't realize it was quite so many. They bring it back a little bit with a bonus in the end of rounds, and I think eggs as well. Food on cards, they have some as well. And tuck cards, they'll bring it back slightly. And it is a fairly close game in the end. Closer than I expected, 95 to 87. So, yeah, Wetland Scientist, I would have taken that. Ethologist, okay, that makes sense. Going heavy on the Spoonball. So, yeah, a couple of decent bonus cards there. But yeah, obviously our Falconer as well, scoring some good points. So, yeah, we'll take it. That's a win. Another 1, 3 in a row. So we go through into the next round of the Wingspan Open. So very, very exciting indeed. And so, yeah, as I said, pretty close, all things considered. 8 points in it. Obviously, blanking the bonus card at the end. That could maybe have got me into triple digits, but we'll take the win nonetheless. And so, yeah, we have a very exciting opponent waiting for us already in round 3. So I'll do my best to get those games featured. And yeah, if you want to see those, definitely hit that subscribe button so you are following the channel. You'll get notified when those games come out. But Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.